Okay, today we're going to learn how to use master searches, and master searches have been created in advance for the entire county, and then you can just narrow it to your precinct, and it saves a lot of work. So the first thing you want to do is go to your home screen in VoteBuilder, votebuilder.com, log in with your Action ID, and you're going to have this screen like this in front of you. Master searches are kept in My Folders. That's accessed two ways on your home screen. You can go to View My Folders in the middle of the screen, or you can go over to the left to My Folders. And if you click on either one of them, you will get a list of master searches that you have access to. Now, what I want you to find is the one that says Master Searches 2024. Everybody should have access to that. If you don't, go ahead and contact me and I'll make sure that you get access to it. Click on Master Searches 2024. And you'll get a list of different master searches that you have access to. And you can see them listed here: cold Dems or Democrats that don't vote, warm Dems vote occasionally, hot Dems vote most of the time, super hot Dems never miss an election. If you look towards the bottom, you see New Dems RI included. That includes your inactive Democrats. So you can pull up whatever list you want, and you can see over to the right, it explains what that list actually is. So you don't have to guess, you can just read it. Now we're going to look for volunteers. So you want to find the search that says Super Dems volunteers, and you want to click on that search. Now, you're always asked if you want to overwrite your current list. It gives you a moment to think about it. So you want to click OK. And you're going to get a list. I've hidden the names just for people's privacy. But you're going to get a list that looks like that. And look at those huge numbers. There's like 17,000 people with 14,000 phones, 13,000 doors, 13,000 mailboxes, but this is because it's for the whole county. So we're going to narrow that to your precinct. So you're going to go to Edit Search up in the top right, and you're going to click on that, and you're going to get a drop-down menu that looks like this. Now, you can remove people, like for instance, you could remove people who were already in vote by mail if you were creating your own search, but all you want to do is take the search that's already been done and you want to narrow it to your precinct. So you're going to click Narrow People. And then you're going to get a screen that looks like this, and you want to pull home districts to the top. It may be at the bottom, and you can go to those three light lines up in the right-hand corner and drag this to the top. And you can also use the star to mark your favorites, but I always have home districts at the top. We skip Media Market, but now you're going to click on County, and you're going to choose Lee County. So you're at Home Districts, and you're going to choose Lee County from the drop-down menu, and that's the only one you're going to have access to. Once you've selected Lee County, the box for precincts will pop up. If you're trying to get more than one precinct, for instance, maybe I want to get people from all the precincts in Lehigh, I click on Precinct. That's a link that will take me to a list. But the easiest way, if you're just selecting one precinct, is go to the drop-down menu and select your precinct. So go ahead and do that now. Go to the drop-down menu and select your precinct. Once you've done that, you want to remove all suppressions. Now this has already been done, but there's a glitch in the system, so every time you add a step, you want to remove all suppressions again. It just works that way. There's people that are marked as deceased in here that aren't deceased. I keep getting marked deceased and I'm very much alive. So you want to remove all suppressions again, and I would drag that up to the top so you don't forget to do that. So remove all suppressions. And then you can see what it'll look like once you've removed all suppressions. Now, the first thing you want to do is preview your results and make sure that they're reasonable. So click Preview My Results after you've made sure you've removed all suppressions and see what happens. Now, when I do it, I only have 34 people, but first thing you want to do is just double check all of your criteria is listed here. So you want to check you selected the right precinct, and you want registered active or inactive, and you removed all suppressions. And if everything looks good and you have a reasonable number of people, you want to run your search. So then you click the green box, Run Search. And you're going to get a list. I left my name and my husband's name there, but I removed the other people. And the first thing you want to do before doing anything else is save your list. It's easy to forget, but that way you can access it again in the future. So you go to Save List As, right up in the top right corner. So go ahead and click Save List As. And there's two ways you can save your list. A saved list just gives you a static list. It doesn't change. But a saved search allows you to, it will keep updating. So as people get in to vote by mail, it'll go ahead and remove them out. If that's the target you're looking for, as people move, it'll pull them out, etc. So you want to go with saved search. That way you can reuse it. And once you've clicked Save Search, you want to store it in a folder. Now, you may have an existing folder. I would highly suggest you have a folder labeled with your precinct. Mine is Precinct 502, and you can create a new folder at this point for your precinct. So go ahead and do that. So now this is what it should look like. My folder is named Precinct 502. The name of my list is Precinct 502 Potential Volunteers, and you don't have to have a description, but you can add a little bit there to let people know. So it's Super Hot Dems and previous volunteers. So once you've filled that all out, you want to hit Save. Now your list is saved. And to get back to your list, you want to run the search up in the top here. So again, they're going to ask you, do you want to override your previous list? And you're going to say, okay. And now you've got multiple things you can do with this list. We're going to do another video on how to set up a phone bank with it, and another video on how to cut turf so you can knock on doors. But what we're going to do today is just print it. So you're going to go ahead and press Print List. Click on that. Now, I chose Contact List short with 2024 VBM because it's going to give me phone numbers, emails, addresses, and it's also going to let me know if they're enrolled in VBM, which is a nice piece of information to have, because if they're not, you want to remind them to do this. Now, you can preview this list, and we'll do it in a minute and see what you're getting. And I put contacted by phone. Now, if you're knocking on doors, you want to put walk. If you're sending postcards, you're going to click postcard. And all that does is it changes your sort order, which you can arrange any way you want anyway. But it just gives you sort of a default to go with. So I'm going to preview that list and just see what it looks like. And you can see on the left is the phone number. It tells their age, their name and emails in the middle. I just hid that. Their address, and it also tells you that they're enrolled in Vote by Mail for 2024 if they're not. All of these are, but they are Super Hot Dems, so it's very likely they will be. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, the defaults work fine. It says Print People and Print Footer, which is your list number, the page number, and the date generated. And you want to go ahead and click Next. And notice it's single row. So now your PDF file will be created. You will get a screen that looks like this. And usually it's created almost instantaneously. So to look at your PDF, you go to My PDF Files. You click on that. Now you want to select the file, and it should be the first one. So you click the box, and then you're going to download the file by clicking Download File. And then you're going to get a list, and I've just taken the top right corner, and you're going to print that list if you want, or you can also select save as a PDF and save it into your documents. It's probably a good idea to have a folder for your precinct where you can keep all of these. And that's it. Now you have a list of people you can contact to volunteer with you.